one of the first things as members of congregations, if there's a weakness in leader, you pray for them. You know, you definitely pray for them. That's very key. That's why it's so important that I know some ministers, well, I'm not sure, we might have that, I'm not sure, where some ministers has constant 24-hour prayer, where some people, they're employed in ministries just to keep constantly praying for the leader. That's very, very important. Now, in the same token, like I said, we can all have some insecurities on some things, but even from a leader, we need to deal with it. See, because if you have a leader, and this is with anyone, whether it's a parent who's full of low self-esteem and insecurities, then it's gonna reflect how they lead. It's gonna affect how they lead. Just the same as I gave you that example when I had to, it's been some time, but had to deal with taking off and not being here on a Sunday. You know, if I miss one, okay. You know, or checking back, I'm somewhere out of the state, out of the country, and checking back on how things are. That affects how you lead. You know, and I know a lot of leaders like that today who does that and can't whatever. I know someone who, if I mention the name, most people know who they are. That thing was so in them that they were really sick and just would not get the rest they needed because the fear of missing on a Sunday. You know, so you definitely pray for your leaders like that, but on the same token, it's our responsibility in whatever leadership role you is, you know, whether you're a parent, whether you're a husband or wife or whatever it is, to really deal with that. To be honest, these are some things that really should be dealt with even before we get married. I don't know if that question is going to even come up. See, because when you're taking a lot of low self-esteem and insecurities into a relationship, it's going to affect that relationship. See, because remember, when you're like that, your perception of things is blurred. You know, so there, you know, I don't know if that's kind of helping that in a sense.
Yeah, I was having a conversation with someone on street ministry, and they were explaining to me about the previous pastor that they served under, and how the pastor was insecure, and that they were pretty much discerning that. And so I just wanted, you know, just coming in contact with people that see certain things or like go through church hurt or whatever. Mm-hmm. You know, sometimes it's hard for them to let it go and they'll just close off. Sure. So just, you know, just kind of dealing with them, just having the guideline with they're still a human being, but they're still a leader, you know, so not, you know, just kind of that guideline. It did answer my question.
But that could be with anything, not just a spiritual leadership, with relationships. Mm-hmm. See, you got to learn to, putting those walls up, that's bad for you. Now, I know we do that to protect ourselves, especially if we've been hurt before. So we put these walls up so nobody else can come in. See, we let people come up to a certain point. Some people, they stay there, and if you're real cool, you can come here. But nobody's coming here. I don't care who you are. You can be Jesus. You ain't coming here. So that can affect all kinds of relationships, you know, because of hurts and different things, and we'll put those. So that's no good for any of us to do that, whether we've been hurt in church, ministry, hurt in relationships, whatever it is. You know, because when you put walls up, that's keeping you bound. You know, it ain't so much as not letting people in, you keeping yourself in, you can't get out. Now that's another message. Maybe somebody can't find somebody because they got the walls up, they can't get out. It ain't so much that nobody can get in, you can't get out of your own walls.